Yeah, I don't know. It's there's definitely more vehicles on the road. There's an increase of cars on the road for sure. That seems pretty apparent to me. And are you? Yes. Yeah, we had one of the clients had a little fender bender on her way here a couple of days ago. The love tap, yeah, and it was at that where they're doing that new construction bottleneck at the 215 and 15 interchange. And she said her boyfriend actually had his car totaled in that same area. People just are not paying attention. I don't know what they're doing. Well, it's true. Phones and cones, that's it. I should have a T-shirt that says that. Like a picture of a phone, a picture of a cone. Phone plus cone equals, and then a crash, like a blow-up bomb symbol. Danger zone. Danger zone. Yeah, seriously. It's just awful. Uh-huh. So we're making merch now then? That's what it sounds like. No, we're not making merch. No. Yeah, Jen got pretty sick, and so I discovered this recipe that's like fire cider, but you make it with a cup of honey and a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of turmeric, and a teaspoon of ginger. And you mix it all up in the honey, and it turns the honey this really beautiful, like a burnt orange color. And then you put it in warm water, or you can just gulp, take a teaspoon of it. So I've been consuming that like crazy because I didn't want to get sick, and I have a tendency to get that anyway this time of year. My lungs and my throat tends to get a little raw, but and Omar hasn't got sick either, so we'll see. But it boosts your immune system, and it's great for your digestion, and it clears mucus. It thins out mucus. It tastes good. I like it. I'm drinking some now. Oh yeah, all of those are just such medicinal combinations. It's so good. Yeah, it's really good. So, how are you experiencing this planetary parade? Yeah, it's so cool, isn't it? Mm. Mm-hmm. Wow. Nice. That is so cool. Mm-hmm. Very bright. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Yeah, Venus is like so bright. She is just shining, just super shining. Yes, I think it's Uranus, Neptune, and Venus are all kind of in that same quadrant area, but you can't see Neptune and Uranus because you need a device to see them, but you definitely can see all the rest of them: Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, Mercury. Mercury is going to come into play in the next, I think, 2 weeks. You're going to see Mercury in Mars. Yeah. Nice. Oh, nice. Whoa, that's cool. From your house? That's so cool. Wow. That's really cool. That's very cool. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Oh, man. Nice. Yeah. It's so cool. I've thought about getting one and setting it out in the front yard. Even though we have a lot of light pollution here, we might be able to see pretty good. Jess, you wanted to make sure you had your spot today.
Numbers at Self
You did good. We'll sort it out after class. No problem. We love you, but we know you love us. But geez, thanks.
It's just another case of me unwittingly committing myself to something.
It's all good. We love that. We support that. We support commitment. All right, well, we are going to have a really ooey gooey class tonight. Jen and I are both tired. We're both like, dang, we're tired today. So we're just going to follow suit with the theme and the flow and the vibe of what I'm going to be offering tonight. And yeah, I know, right? So it's a really beautiful meditation breath practice that is a little different. I haven't taught this before. It's an Apana Vayu meditation with a really cool visualization of visualizing a blue downward pointing triangle at the base of your spine. And as you breathe out, you see this bolt of lightning moving from the apex of the triangle down into earth. And it's really, really stabilizing and grounding. And I was trying it out earlier today. I was like, whoa, that is super cool. So we're going to do that, and that's just a 3-minute practice. And then we're going to go into the Shushmana meditation, which I have taught before. And that one is where we're going to visualize our spine being like a glass tube. And as we breathe in, we're going to really feel the energy moving up, the prana moving up, and we're going to mentally vibrate so, S-O. And then as we breathe out, we're going to feel and visualize the energy moving down this glass tube that the spine is encased in. And mentally vibrating hum, H-U-M. So hum is a really, really powerful mantra that allows you to connect with the chakra energies of the third chakra and the heart chakra. So it's quite beautiful. And we're just going to start to activate our visualization excuse me, processes and our creative juices that way. And then the script that we're going to be using is really, really just deep relaxation. And we're going to continue to focus on allowing the sound current of Om, O-M. They have it written as A-U-M. And the sound of AUM is the sound that holds everything. It's the sound of the universe, AUM. And so we're literally not necessarily going to hear it, but we're going to feel it and sense this vibration of Om. And I'm going to give you very specific guidance on where you're feeling the sound, the frequency, and also where to direct it. And so this is purely for deep relaxation. And we're going to go all the way up through the whole body and experience also the elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether. It's just really, really interesting. And the Sankalpa is my in-breath is an invitation for vital energy to support and nourish me. And my out-breath is the acknowledgement of my longing to be free. And my breath reaches far and wide, and I allow the universe to hold me. I am cleansed by her waves of love. I am free. I was like, yeah, okay, that's totally it. So that's what we're doing tonight. Yeah? Cool. Okay, let's begin with taking your thumbs, and I just want you to rub the center of your palms. You can start with whichever hand you want. Just begin to rub with your thumb right into the very center part of the palm. Excuse me. And when you're ready, go ahead and do the other hand. So starting to activate different parts of the brain and also the association of the nervous system within the hands. Good. And then tapping the webs between the thumbs. And then flip the hands and do it the other way. Good. Now take the fingers and begin to tap the inner webbing. And notice that which little finger is on the bottom as you're doing this. We're going to change the integration of the fingers so that the whatever little fingers on the bottom is going to be reversed. It's going to be on the top. Keep going. All right, now do that reverse so that the little finger was on the bottom is now in between the little finger of the other hand and your sun finger. Good. This whole series of rubbing the center of the palms and then tapping the hands in this fashion is great when you're doing a lot of work with the hands, particularly on a computer keyboard. It's really, really good to release any EMF radiation and pollution, and good. And then just give your hands like just a little massage there. And also just to give the hands a release, a relief, sense of relief. Good. And then start rubbing the hands together. Beautiful. And let's sit really tall and close our eyes and keep rubbing. You get a little bit more brisk with our rubbing motion. And start to get a sense of how this energy is beginning to build and expand that we're creating with rubbing the hands like this. Good. Now press the hands together and then bring the backs of your thumbs into the very center of your chest. And soften into this posture of peace, of devotion, of compassion, of balance. Lengthening the spine. Just feel how at the base of the spine there's a sense of being rooted and stabilized. And at the top of the cervical spine and the crown of your head, feel the sense of lift and reaching upward, expansion into the cosmos. Coming back to experience the bridge that our heart is. I'm grateful for our body, grateful for our mind, grateful for this beautiful opportunity that we get to come together and practice together, supporting each other, experiencing community, and grateful for our breath. Each breath is truly a gift. It is a guidance. It is a teacher. So we'll tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo, activating our Kundalini energy. Let's inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Excuse me. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale and hold the breath. As you hold your breath, squeeze the energy up your spine. Begin to awaken the energy at the base of the spine. Allow it to rise up. And then slowly exhale, softening. And feel this heightening, this quickening of energy within you as Kundalini, she's spiraling up. Chakras are coming online. Breathing easy, deep. Let's open up the connector band of our arc line, which goes ear to ear at the hairline, and feed all this heightened energy now into our auric field, our radiant bodies, expanding with the light of truth in all 6 directions. Adhigade name, Jugadagade name, Satagade name, Siddhikodade name, Adhigade name, Jugadagade name, Satagade name, Siddhikodade name, Adhigade name, Jugadagade name, Satagade name, Siddhikodade name. Inhale, holding the breath. Squeezing gently the body and expand your energy outward, radiating in all directions, merging together, beaming to infinity and beyond. Exhaling. Grateful for our light team, the ancestors, guides, angels, the sages, the rishis, the avatars that are always present and always with us. So no. All right, let's start with letting our hands just rest on the knees, palms down, and let's visualize that downward flow of energy. Let's activate that first. So I want you to visualize at the base of the spine, basically just from your navel point down to the point, draw a triangle across the navel point just above the sacrum, and then the triangle apex point is down at the tip of the tailbone. This is encompassing your root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the navel point chakra. So visualize this bluish in color triangle with the point downward. Now visualize that you have a bolt of lightning, and this lightning is just gently pulsating. It's not anything really vibrant or chaotic, that type of lightning. It's this just pulsating of lightning. And when you breathe in, it softens. And when you breathe out, the lightning goes down and becomes a little bit more heightened, shooting down towards the apex of the triangle, down into earth. So you feel this pulsation of this lightning, this visualization of this lightning. In your lower triangle. Just observing that, feeling it, sensing it. And connect your visualization with your breathing. We're activating our Apana Vayu. We're grounding and stabilizing. Every time the lightning really is activated as you breathe out, feel even more stabilized and grounding. This is fantastic for boosting your immune system. We're here for about another minute and a half. The Apana Vayu is associated with the downward flow of energy of the body, the natural winds of the body. And it's associated with your exhalation. It's an energy of elimination. So having the hands just resting palms down on the knees is helpful to fortify this. So we're letting go as we're all been expressing. We've had some dis-ease in our bodies. So we're just allowing more of that to release. And then just continue to have this experience of this apana vayu in your blue downward facing triangle. And on every breath, this lightning bolt becomes activated, pulsating downward. With each pulse, you become more grounded and more stabilized. Perhaps there's a sound that's becoming into your awareness. Perhaps there's a sense of a smell or taste. Just observe the sensations that could be coming forward. Just a few more moments. Really focusing on your exhale. Last few moments. Good. And inhale and exhale. And we're going to slowly come to lie on our back with our knees bent and our feet on the ground. So take your time. So you're lying with your whole spine now on the ground. Your arms are by your sides. You want to give yourself a little bit of space under the armpit. So have the arms a gentle distance away from the body and let your hands be facing upward. And just adjust yourself to where you can really feel your entire spine on the ground. And then start to go inward with your perspective and your creative visualization of the spine becoming encased in this glass tube. Feel the entire spine from the tip of the tailbone all the way up into the cervical spine, into your head. Just observe the whole spine is encased in this glass tube. And just notice the curvatures and just the gentle shape of your spine within this glass tube. So the glass tube is somewhat of a solid, not necessarily a rigid structure, but it is a structure that is around this undulating shape with the curvatures that are naturally there of your spinal cord. So just let yourself explore creatively, visualizing how your spine is just resting inside this glass tube. Now, when you breathe in, I invite you to allow energy and circulation to flow completely from the tip of the tailbone to the crown of your head, and mentally vibrate, sense the vibration of So, S-O. And when you're ready to exhale, you'll slowly exhale and travel down with your awareness and your visualization the entire length of the spine in the tube with the mental vibration of hum. And just continue this gentle query. Visualization. Face is very relaxed. Feet are comfortably placed apart from each other, so you've got a lot of space in the whole back. The whole back body is really resting on the ground. If you would like to explore stretching the legs out, you can. It's totally up to you. And just continue to follow the breath up the spine in the glass tube, mentally vibrating So. And on the exhale, you're mentally vibrating hum as the sound and the breath descends. So you're creating this beautiful balance and bathing the spine with this very healing frequency of So, hum. You just have a sense that this sound current is bathing and nurturing, and if there's any discomfort or disease in the spine, it creates a healing frequency. So it's clearing any energetic blocks. And you may want to even visualize the breath as even further as it's suggested in this meditation guidance, as you see the breath as light or perhaps smoke from an incense stick or even water in your tube. So just continue to witness the breath and the sound ascending and descending through the glass tube that holds the spine. This is the Shushmana. This is the central channel of the energy channels of the body. It's where the chakras are. It's where the spinal cord is. The Kundalini sits at the base of this conduit. Where its serpentine travels up and down this superhighway in your back. You're directly affecting your central nervous system, which is very regulating. We're here for about another 2 minutes. Good. Now just relax and allow the visualization to soften. Still going, the experience is always going to be there, but we'll just start to direct our attention into a little bit of a different space. So we'll begin a gentle kriya that is very yin in nature to balance the hips and the legs and the lower part of the spine. So you'll continue to be on your back, but now you're going to slide your hands to be underneath your buttocks. The palms are down. So you just I like to make like a little triangle so that my sacrum and tailbone literally fits in that triangle and I'm supporting my low back. You'll lift your legs. And you want to lift your legs to be about, 2 feet off the ground. So they're at a pretty good angle, pressurizing the navel. And we'll keep them at that 45-degree angle. Now, inhale your right leg out to the side. Ooh, there we go. And then, ding. And then exhale, you're going to bend your knee and put your toes to the left knee. I'm going to ring the chimes again, probably. And then exhale, stretch your leg out to the side again. And then inhale, bring your legs together. So it's like a 4-part movement. We're going to inhale the left leg out now. Exhale, bend the knee. Exhale, stretch it out again. Inhale together. Now you just keep going. And I like to speed it up a little bit. So we're really pressurizing and stretching and fortifying our navel point. Let your breath be pretty powerful in and out of the nose. We're not here for very long. Feel the stretch in the groin and feel the activity in the hips, your low back, and your legs. Ring your chimes. There we go. Keep going. Couple more. Good. Now inhale, legs together. Keep them lifted. And then exhale, just totally relax and melt. And open yourself up into just a gentle starfish. And just feel the circulation and the strength coming from the navel point. Just feel that fiery sun energy. It's softening though. We want to not make it too intense tonight. But we do have a very powerful sun energy in our navel point. We have another source of sun energy in the heart and another source of sun energy in our brain, very center of the brain. All right, let's roll ourselves up. And when you roll up, I want you to sit with the legs open nice and wide. And it's helpful, that little green cushion that you've got next to you, that's a good one to sit on the edge. Or you can take your gold pillow. I like to just prop myself just a little bit so that my pelvis tilts forward and it's supported. So we have the legs open wide enough to where you feel it. You feel the stretch. Yep, good. And we want to keep the feet a little bit flexed so that we have the ability to really open up the hamstrings a lot easier. So we'll go gently 26 times over the left leg, forward bending only, and we're going to lead with the heart. So we'll take our hands and place them on either side of the left leg, and we'll inhale and exhale. And you'll count 26 at your own pace. Good, keep going. When you've completed your 26, you'll pause in the center. Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. And then we'll turn and align ourselves over the right leg now and do another 26 over the right leg. Narayan. Narayan, 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 Narayan. When you've completed your 26, again, pause to the center. Narayan. Just observing how the energy and the circulation is starting to move into the legs nicely. So now we'll alternate. We'll inhale, exhale left, and inhale, exhale right. Exhale, inhale, actually. Keeping one hand either on the outside of the legs or on top of the legs, so that you maintain spaciousness in the chest. We're just gently going back and forth with a lengthened spine, leading with the heart. did your 26 here, pause, center. And we'll gently go up and down center, and then on the 26th count, we'll hold down in the center, and we'll begin about a minute of breath of fire. All right, so here we go. And when we're at the 26 mark, we'll just remain gently coming down, gently pulling ourselves down, continuing to melt, and begin breath of fire. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, leading with the chest and the heart. The spine is nicely lengthened, giving yourself a beautiful stretch in the groin and the hip flexors. Continue to stretch down. Good. Now exhale all the breath out. Gently pull yourself down a little more. Stay in the posture. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale and slowly come up. And we'll come into a kneeling position with the hands in front of the knees. So we're sitting back on our heels. And it's helpful sometimes even to put something between your heels and your bum. Just give yourself a little bit more stability. And then placing your hands, they're not directly in front of the knees, they're a little bit out in front of the knees, but they are knee width apart. All right, and the fingers are spread. Now we'll flex the spine, and when we flex the spine, we want to keep our head neutral. So the head isn't up like this, the head is neutral. So you feel the back of the neck is open. And when we flex the spine, we're going to hiss the sound sat and nam. So we're hissing it. Sat, sat, sat. Roll your eyes up to the third eye point. Sat, sat. It's not a big movement, but it's a very powerful movement. Right when we started, I had like 3 or 4 really big adjustments in my shoulder blades and in my upper back. Keep pressing firmly with the hands and the fingers. Inhale, stretch forward. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Engage the Mulaband, rectum, sex organs, pelvic floor, navel in and up. Press the tongue. Now exhale, push back. Breathe all the breath out. Apply Mulaband again. Really lift up into the heart. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. And then inhale and exhale, come and sit. And we'll do the Shabad Kriya Pranayam to prepare ourselves for a really powerful Yoga Nidra practice. So sitting comfortably, we'll place our hands in the lap with the left hand underneath and the right back of the right hand is on top, and you'll touch your thumb tips together and point the thumbs forward. So the shoulders are relaxed, the chest is lifted, the chin is gently drawn in, and the eyes are looking down towards the tip of the nose. We'll breathe in to 4 segments, mentally vibrating sa, ta, na, ma. We'll hold the breath while we cycle that sa, ta, na, ma 16 times. So 4 cycles of the sa, ta, na, ma. And then we'll powerfully exhale out 2 strong, fully emptying the lungs through the nose. Exhales, Wahe Guru. Okay, let's go for it. Strongly with your mental focus on the mental vibration of this Pan Shabad, Satanama. And on the Waheguru, know that you're expanding that infinite cycle, infinite resonance of you, your authentic you, 1,000 times with each cycle. So it's 22 cycles of the Pan Shabad, acknowledging your infinite nature and your connection to infinite source, expanding it exponentially 1,000 times with each Waheguru. It's a very powerful practice of clarity, of expansion, of relaxation, of focus. It helps to process trauma. It's creating new neural pathways in the brain very, very efficiently. When you practice this particular breath practice regularly, you begin to really notice a shift in your life, and that you become a better lover, a better fighter, a better creator. You have great sleep. You have really good emotional intelligence. It's just an amazing breath practice to take on into your daily. Keep your eyes locked on the tip of the nose. We're here for about another 2 minutes. This clears stagnation out of the lungs. It's also stimulating your lymphatic system. It's very, very good breath to boost your immune system. Here, just a little bit more. Keep up. One more cycle. After your 2 exhalations, just sit quietly, stay in the posture, breathe a natural breath. Just noticing, observing, and witnessing the shift you have created for yourself. Good, and then when you're ready, let's blink open the eyes and let's prepare ourselves with our rest nest. Yes. So it's 4 breaths in with sa, ta, na, ma. Then you hold and you cycle it. Satanama, 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 satanama. And then wahe guru. You're welcome. So yeah, it's a 22 count of the satanama. And then you're adding the waheguru on top of that. So it expands it exponentially 1,000 times, those 22 counts. Yeah, you can put your mathematics to it later, no problem. So, all right, let's take our time to set ourselves up. And those of you at home who are watching, do we have audience tonight? Wonderful. Please take your time to gather pillows, blankets. Sofa pillows work great if you're near a sofa and you want to grab the sofa pillows off. Put something soft behind the head, but you don't want your chin lifted up too much. You want your head to be fairly neutral, okay? And you definitely want to cover yourself. Something underneath the knees is really, really helpful because it helps to release the low back. We have in this space here at the sanctuary, also we have eye bags. So I highly recommend that you use an eye bag in each hand and that you cover your face, your eyes rather, with an eye bag. So that when you put that gentle pressure on the eyes, it helps to relax the frontal lobe of the brain, which is very useful. Thanks, Jen. So take your time to set yourself up. This is really important. And having the weight of the blankets on top of you is actually very useful as well. Good. So when you rest, put your body in the posture of what's known as Shavasana. So, Jess, do you want to put an eye bag in each hand? Yeah, good. Is that good? So turn your hands over and let yes. How's that feel? Yeah. This will relax your brain. When you have this weight in the hands like this, your brain automatically just turns off. Gives it a signal like, okay, I don't have anything to do. I've got something heavy in my hand. It's soft. It's squishy. I can just relax now. There's nothing to do except non-doing. So yes, at home, please take your time and set yourself up. I'm going to be playing the Pluto gong tonight because Pluto is a big player right now in our cosmic influence, the masters of the heavens. Pluto is definitely a transformation mastery of transformation. And it has entered into the sign of Aquarius and will be in this sign for the next 20 years. The last time we had this experience of Pluto in Aquarius was when we had the American and the French revolutions. So this is a very powerful time of change. And we're in this 9 space this whole year of just moving into that. Last night I was teaching it as in a sense of like being in escrow. We're waiting. We're just at that pivotal point where things are about to happen. So the more that you can surrender yourself into this space of preparation for what's about to happen, the better. Whoopsie. Okay. So you can either be on your back or on your side, or you can sit against the wall. There are options. But as you're in this space and you're comfortably in there, I want you to visualize that you're drawing a circle of protection around your body. Visualize drawing a circle of protection around the body. Now let your awareness move towards sound, noticing all the sounds around you without judgment or inquiry. Allow your awareness to move from sound to sound to sound. Let all the sounds be there. You are on the inside of the circle. All the sounds are beginning to become distant on the outside of the circle. Noticing your breath as your navel moves up as you inhale and down as you exhale. Feel the breath come into your body from your nostrils and move to the crown of your head. As you exhale, feel the breath move from the crown of your head to the tip of your toes. Then follow the inhalation back up to the top of your head. Start to count these breaths backwards from 10 to 0. You are letting go of constriction and tension in the body and mind with each out breath. Stay focused on counting. Exhale, 10. Inhale, 10. Exhale, 9. Inhale, 9. Exhale, 8. Inhale, 8. Exhale, 7. Inhale, 7. Now keep going on your own. If you lose your place, just simply start back at 10. When you finish counting, just noticing the breath. Now relax the counting of the breath, bringing forward your sankalpa, your intention for our deep relaxation practice this evening. My in-breath is an invitation for vital energy to support and nourish me. My out-breath is the acknowledgement of my longing to be free. My breath reaches far and wide. I allow the universe to hold me. I am cleansed by her waves of love. I am free. Creating this sankalpa with pure intention, planting this seed of intention in your heart and mind. My in-breath is an invitation for vital energy to support and nourish me. My out-breath is the acknowledgement of my longing to be free. My breath reaches far and wide. I allow the universe to hold me. I am cleansed by her waves of love. I am free. Now follow the flow of your next exhalation. Feel it move from the crown of your head down the center of your body and out between your legs, continuing through the space between your feet. Feel your next inhalation move up between your feet and through the center of your body to the crown of your head. On the next exhalation, silently repeat or feel the vibration of Om. A-U-M. Moving with the breath as it flows from the crown of your head down the center of your body and out through the space between your feet. Feel that sound of Om as it rides on the breath, flowing all the way to the edge of your mat. As you inhale Om, feel as though you are pulling the breath and the vibration of Om all the way from the edge of your mat between your feet, between your legs, and up your spine to the crown of your head. And let the exhalation of Om flow all the way to the door of the room you are lying in. As you inhale, feel the Om flow back to the crown of your head. Every exhalation moves progressively farther and wider out into space. Feel the Om exhalation flow out to your favorite tree. And inhale Om back up to the crown of your head. Please do this 5 times. Now exhale Om and let it flow out to the sky. Inhale it back up to the crown of your head 5 times. Feel the Om exhalation flow to the edge of the ocean, and then inhale back to the crown of your head. Continue 5 times. Your Om breath flows all the way to the land on the other side of the ocean, and then back to the crown of your head. Continue. The Om breath flows to the moon and then flows back to the crown of your head. calm breath flies now to the brightest star, to the farthest reaches of the universe, and returns to the top of your head. Allow your own breath to travel all the way now to the farthest reaches of the universe and return to the top of your head. Now rest in stillness and silence, experiencing the sound of Om vibrating through your body and feeling the flow of prana, vital life force. Bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. Feel that vibration of Aum, prana, or presence as a wave that rides on the beach. Rest in the vibration of Aum. Remembering your sankalpa, my in-breath is an invitation for vital energy to support and nourish me. My out-breath is the acknowledgement of my longing to be free. My breath reaches far and wide. I allow the universe to hold me. I am cleansed by her waves of love. I am free. Now inhale and exhale, feeling that prana or a presence is riding on the breath. Continue exploring this presence. Inhale and feel that vibration or presence traveling from the soles of your feet all the way to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, the wave of prana moves back down to the soles of your feet. Continue to explore and feel the vibration or presence traveling from the soles of the feet to the crown of your head from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Let your next breath travel from your ankles to the top of your head and back down to your ankles. Following the breath from the ankles to the top of the head and back down to your ankles. Feel waves of prana flow from the middle of your calves to the top of your head and back to the middle of your calves. From the middle of the calves to the top of the head and back down to the middle of the calves. Feel prana move from your knees to the top of your head and back to your knees. Feel prana move from your knees to the top of your head and back to your knees. Now follow prana from your hips to the crown of your head and back to your hips. Following prana from your hips to the crown of your head and back to your hips. Follow prana from your pelvic center to the crown of your head. Follow prana from your pelvic center to the crown of your head. Now watch prana and presence move from your navel center to the crown of your head and back to your navel. Watching prana and presence Move from your navel center to the crown of your head and back to your navel. Feel prana move from your heart center to the crown of your head and back to your heart center. Feel prana flow from your throat center to the crown of your head and back to your throat center. Watch prana move from the root of your tongue to the crown of your head and back to the root of your tongue. Inhale and sense prana moving from the tip of your nose to the bridge of your nose and back to the tip. Inhale and sense presence moving from your third eye center to a space 12 inches above your head and back to your third eye. Inhale and sense presence moving from your third eye center to a space 12 inches above your head and back to your third eye. Now rest in spacious awareness. And let this awareness rest at each of the energy centers in your body. And feel the vibration of Aum at each energy center. Third eye, throat center, heart center, navel center, pelvic center, base of the spine. And the practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. I invite you to take a breath and place your fingertips on the ground. feeling the connection as though a grounding cord is connecting you to the earth. Even if you're in a building and you're putting your fingers on the floor, you're still connecting yourself to earth. Welcome yourself back. Breathe in and out deeply. And when you're ready, I want you to roll to your side and stay on your side as long as you need to, and then pushing yourself up. And as you're coming into externalizing your awareness, I really want you to pay attention to how you're feeling and how you feel your presence. Noticing what has shifted. And asking yourself, what mindset is most helpful for you to weather life's storms? And what keeps you from experiencing this mindset in times of tumultuousness? And what do you need to remember? This is one of our purposes in practicing Yoga Nidra, is that we go beneath the maelstrom often that we create for ourselves in life through all the noise, external noise, and just the busyness of life and all the distractions of life. When we do these deeply relaxing practices and we do these deep visualizations, we recognize what we're capable of. So planting that very intentionally to bring it forth when you need it, because it's always going to be with you. And you can certainly free write at any point about your experience. Just let the free writing come forward. And then, you can explore that way too, to see what is coming through from what's bringing itself forward. Perhaps there's some fears there, or you just have some real clarity about things. Let's bring our hands in prayer mudra, and we'll close with one long sat and a short nam. Sat Nam. Go in beauty. Peace be with you until we meet again in the light of your heart and the light of our hearts. And may peace prevail on earth. Sat Nam. Thank you for joining us tonight. And those of you who are online, we are shifting our mode to be requesting a donation of $1 or more. We put a lot into offering these live streams at no charge to you, because this is what we want to do. The link is available in the comments. Yeah, Jen was just telling me. Super easy to donate, just $1 or more, and it's greatly appreciated so we can continue this powerful work. Thank you so much. So now, let's have some tea. How are you feeling? Yeah, we'll wait to go out in the world for a few more minutes, I think. Oh, thanks, honey. That was a very deep script. Ooh. Cheers. Yep. Yuppers. So this Saturday we have an event here. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's from 2 to 6. It's called their Soul and Shelter Showcase. And there are 5 of us vendors that are coming together, and there's crystals and jewelry and organic skincare and wellness elixirs. I'm opening up my closet again, so I have some clothing available. And we are benefiting the StrayCatAlliance.org out of Los Angeles. So we're going to be focusing on feline rescue, and particularly the cats that were affected by the fires. So that's from 2 to 6, and there's going to be some great pick-a-prize raffle opportunities. So if you can stop by, it'd be great. Oh, and we're having an incredible musician. She's the lead singer from Cirque du Soleil. And so she's going to be here singing and playing the flute and some other instruments. Really beautiful lady. Incredible. So yeah, it'll be a nice community gathering. So, yeah. I don't think it's supposed to